Broccoli ass offense. I'm talking. Say, man, broccoli already ain't got no flavor. But these dudes done refuse to use any kind of salt, paprika, cayenne. They ain't not using no. They ain't even chop no garlic and put in there, man. They say screw flavor. We just gonna give you straight broccoli. We gonna give you grilled broccoli, and that's it.
Wait, do I need to go get my sunglasses?
Hey man, if you like to, bro, but I don't like how my eyes look right now. So, my man Slaughter in the house, bro. I love when Slaughter come on. Hey, yo,
how's it going, guys?
It's well, we up by a point, which is par for the course, bro. And of course, we under 50 points at the halftime. Of course we are, because I mean,
but really, both teams did not shoot well in that first half.
Yeah, right. Neither team shot well, but both teams, I ain't gonna lie, both teams have defended their asses off. But there's been opportunities for us to score. Like there's been times when we're bringing it up the court and Shangoon or Jabari is just jogging. They're just strolling, getting back on offense. Bruh, we need somebody to sprint to the rim and create an opening, bro. Get the offense clicking a little bit faster. All of this jogging up the court, that ain't gonna do nothing but help OKC's defense, which is already stellar. So I want y'all's thoughts on that, bro. Like, what's y'all evaluation of the first half so far?
Well, if I had to say, I mean, if they're jogging up, they may want to be waiting on to see if they're going to try to create lanes and go by themselves and not try to clog it up. In other words, kind of let the defender wait for them on the three-point line and not go all the way to the cup. So it kind of gives them driving lanes at the cup. I don't know that that's true, but that may be why.
Man, Fred ain't driving to no basket.
Well, he kind of is. He's got a few buckets that way, and he's missed another one. And Bari looks a little bit scared to shoot out there after he got, somebody blocked him. It might have been Kendrick Williams. Since then, he's looked pretty feared to shoot, and that's
he has.
When you got a scared Bari to shoot, he just needs to be ready to rise to fire at all times, be that release valve. And I think we're right in this. We're right, right where I thought we'd be. We just need to keep. I think Jalen needs to keep trying to get to the basket. I mean, he tried early in the first. It wasn't having much success, so he started trying to rely on catch and shoot and kind of got missed out of the offense. But, late in the game there, he started getting or late in the half, he started getting downhill. So, I mean, I'm seeing good things. We're playing great on defense. We got, some guys with 3 fouls. That Williams already got 3 fouls. I think Dort's got 2. So,
Shingun got 3.
Yeah, Shangoon's got 3. It's looking like a typical Houston, Oklahoma City game. I mean, it's just real mucky. And
Dylan also has 3. I didn't realize that too.
Does he really?
Yeah, Dylan got 3.
Ooh, man.
Yeah, that was something that I was hoping didn't play too much of a role. And right now, remember what were our keys? Free throws, rebounds, turnovers. Let's look at free throws. Free throws. 15 attempts, Oklahoma City, we only got 11. Turnovers, they got 6, we have 7. Rebounds, we win in that battle 31-25. So on the 3 keys, we 1 for 3, which is pretty much our field goal percentage.
Battles kept us in this game too.
Most definitely. But yeah, we shooting 31% from the field, but they shooting 33, so it's not like that much better. Yeah, and we've surprisingly enough made more threes than them. I expect them to make more than we do at the end of the game, but we're up 4-2, and that's really I guess you can say that's the difference, because when you combine that with the
it's probably not good though.
Huh? No, it's not good. they 2 for 18, but what I like is the attempts. Even the 18, like some of those was just like jackups at the end of the shot clock that they had, and we took 19, which is more than we normally would take at a halftime. So, and then what are we from 3? Like Dylan is 2 for 5, and then Tari is 2 for 4. That's it. Everybody else is goose egg.
Yep.
Yeah, but how about that Amen Thompson though?
Otherwise, that'd have been a 3-2, but Amen's 4
Yeah. How about that Amen Thompson, man? I knew he'd be the X factor, bro. I just knew it.
You called it.
I just knew it, man. Yeah, man.
And like where they're getting their points, I like that.
Yeah.
Kendrick Williams went off there for a little bit of a run. If he's taking late game shots, we're in good shape. Dort's taking a lot of shots. Caruso's taking a couple ones since he was in. So, Shea's trying to get to where he wants to go. He's just struggling to get there, and then he's struggling to make when he does. And, as long as
he's 3 for 12 right now. Holy moly.
Right.
Yep.
And
They were double teaming him a few times, and he threw some turnovers away.
We certainly have. And I think we need to blitz Williams. Jalen Williams needs to be blitzed. That's one that, unless Tari's on him, it seems like he's struggling to find space with Tari on him. But other than that, he's able to get to that mid-range jumper. And, that would be one that I'd be afraid of late in the game.
I thought Tari was a little bit over-aggressive with Jalen Williams at times.
Yeah, I agree.
He was a few times,
Yeah. So as far as I know, we had our final scores that we predicted in the pregame. Anybody want to adjust theirs, or are you kind of good on that?
I don't think we're hitting the 100 mark at all now. Not the way it's looking.
What about 90?
I see 90.
I don't know. Fourth quarter is going to be really slow.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. Fourth quarter probably going to be sluggish. It's probably going to be a slugfest, man. There's probably going to be a lot of fouls in that fourth quarter. It's going to be a lot of physical play. Hopefully we don't see any flagrants because those are really stupid. It's going to come down to discipline. It's going to come down to ball security and shot making. Those are the two things I think it's going to come down to. Because these teams know each other pretty well. Like, you really look at it up and down the rosters. These guys grew up together at the NBA, playing each other their whole careers, man, 4 times a season. So they know each other pretty well. 2 well-coached teams, especially defensively. Benches could be the difference. OKC's bench is getting whooped by ours right now. It could come down to that. What y'all think?
I think what's going to win or lose the game will be whether you have Fred, Alp, and Jalen are combined 4 of 22, and then you have OKC shooting 2 of 18 from 3. I say whichever one of those returns to form most quickly will win this game.
Probably Fred. Maybe Fred.
So, the combination of the 3 just need to be. They just need to be better.
Alp just needs to be on the floor. Right? He just needs to be on the floor, and I think we'll generate better shots with him on the floor, and just in general.
Yeah.
When it comes to Alp, it's not really his field goal percentage to me that I look at when I'm watching him. It's what does the offense look like when he's on the floor, and are we using him correctly? Are we doing the PP offense where it's post ups and pick and roll? Are we doing the Elmer Fudd offense where we hunting rabbits? Like what are we doing? We need to figure out what our bread and butter is going to be the rest of the game, and we kind of need to build around that going down the stretch, because this is going to be a close game coming down the last 5 minutes of this game.
Yeah, these vets were supposed to be going this game, and so far Fred and Dylan. I mean, Dylan's playing better than Fred is.
That's not hard to do, bro.
It's not, but I'm just saying. Dylan's playing a lot better of a game than Fred is right now.
That boy Fred got his turban on, boy. He got his turban and his bomber badge right here on his chest. He ready to go blow something up, man.
You're going to have to step it up this second half.
I'd be interested if they go with the Bari at the 5 lineups with Alp having those fouls. I think that would be a good lineup to come in there, bring in Tari and Amin and Dylan. I mean, and see if you can't muck it up a little bit. Try to get rid of some of those minutes without Alp. And then when he gets in, you're absolutely right. We usually get a better Alp second half, especially when he's missing some of the shots that he usually makes. He usually comes in the second half making those shots. So, I like our odds here. I think I'll stick with my prediction. And, it's going to be mucky. But, so long as we can keep our hands off Shea late in the game and he's not, making a giant impact on it, we can control Jalen Williams, I think we'll be all right.
Okay. Who y'all think has the coaching edge?
That challenge. I certainly would like to have it right about now. And I mean, we've had some bad calls on it. I mean, I don't know what that AJ Williams, he drove into the paint and just kind of threw the ball. out into the corner, and they called a foul. And the next thing I know, he was at the line, and they weren't in the bonus. So there's been some shaky stuff. Same thing with Fred. So the reason I bring that up is because he's kind of stayed on the officials a little bit. Every time I've seen him, he's up, barking and coming at them. And I know that, they're looking at it at halftime. So I would give Ime the edge because, the bench is looking better. And he's got the guys that we want taking the shots. I mean, the shots that Shea are getting are difficult. And other than that, we got Kendrick Williams and Dort taking shots. So I think Ime's, schemed it up well defensively where he's got the right guys, on our defensive side taking the right shots. So I think I get to Ime so far.
If I had to ask you who of the starters has taken the most shots, who you think it is?
I don't know. It's probably Jalen. Jalen or Fred.
I think it's Fred.
Yeah,
Fred is taking a bunch of shots.
Yeah, and crunch down at the end of the game, and again, I mean, he gets hunted on defense, so he's got to figure something else out. I mean, we haven't seen Red. I mean, we haven't seen Reed, so
I don't know if we will see him tonight.
Nah, he's not gonna play tonight.
I don't think. Yeah, we're at our age.
Aaron Holiday ain't really done much either when he came.
That's
in.
right.
Yeah, he ain't
We
really
might
done
not
much.
see him anymore either.
Yeah. What did he play? 5 minutes? Steven Adams too. I thought Steven Adams' minutes while he was in there were really solid.
Yeah, he did okay.
Agreed.
Yeah. I thought he, did a really good job while he was in. They started to try to.
I would try to pair Adams with Jalen.
I try to pair Adams with Jaden and Jabari at the same time.
Yeah.
I want to see that trio.
Because-
Probably with a men. Probably with a men too. As a matter of fact, I think those four were on the court at the same time at once. If I'm not
That's why I'd be
mistaken.
interested if we'd see them together at all. If we'd see Adams anymore, if we'd see Holiday anymore, if he's just going to stick with the Tari and Amin and back and forth.
How about this too?
Tari only played 10 minutes, so
Who?
He was fouling. Like he was kind of tripping a little bit.
Yeah.
What y'all think about this?
2010 minutes is a lot, but
It is. Let me ask y'all this. What do you think about Ime potentially throwing Amen Thompson at center at some point in this game?
That would be
He's
it.
done it before,
I wanna see
and it
it.
looked it worked for the time being in the context that we did it. Do you think there's a time in this game?
so who would the 5 be?
He would be the 5.
So,
Amen Thompson would be the 5.
Tari,
Yeah, like
Oh, who would it be 5 on the floor?
Dylan, Fred.
Maybe. Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
I mean, against certain lineups, against that.
Yeah,
probably okay.
when they sit Hardenstein, when he's taking a breather, I think that's the perfect opportunity to go with that.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if they used it with him because Hardenstein's been staying right there at the elbow or, right there at the free throw line. And he's he's like
he's trying to do a lot of back tub passes, and if not,
We'd really have to sandwich him then. We'd have to sandwich him and make sure he don't go off on the glass because once he start getting offensive rebounds, that is going to be a big problem.
Yeah.
I mean, Tari and the men can handle their own, I believe, but
Dylan,
we'd put a lot of pressure on them to the rebound.
Yeah, the band exactly. Their rebounding bandwidth would be stretched for sure.
Yes. Now, the reason I would even think that they would go with that 5-man lineup is spacing, pace. You get up the floor a little bit faster. You kind of put the onus on Mark Daynault to decide if he wants to keep Hartenstein in if that lineup is working. You know what I mean? That's just my thinking behind it. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm high.
I like it. I mean, but I'd argue that if you want the spacing, put Bari out there.
Yeah.
At least you have somebody with some size and he can get some offensive rebounds, especially if they do have Hartenstein off the floor. I mean, they're
he's
really
been getting some rebounds tonight.
Yeah,
Right.
I would have Bari in there
pace thing
instead
is
of
right.
Dylan. Yeah, the pace thing is the most important part of that. Honestly, I don't even know if there's a 5-man lineup that we can throw out there that'll be bad defensively, man, because we
And
really be
but the
locking
best
up.
thing about Amin, though, as opposed to Bari, is our best offense has been when he's been in the short corner and he's either catching lobs or he's just around the rim, and Jabari just doesn't do that.
Yes.
He'll open it for threes and stuff, but he's not playing that short corner like how Amin's doing.
Yeah, he's not making himself available.
Yeah.
Amin is very good at making himself available for easy shots.
put him in the
and
far.
Bari doesn't do that. You said put Bari in the far corner?
Yeah. Put him in the other corner and he can be
Yo,
like,
put a man in the far corner. Shit, he been doing a decent job making that corner three. Why the hell?
I like
not?
Jabari at the free throw line. I love that.
yeah.
Yeah, but he got to get fouled to get there.
You gotta get
Well,
fouled.
I mean, like,
Yeah,
like, and just
Oh,
in the
just
center of the
oh,
offense, like,
okay. That DHO that he ran with Şengün early in the game when they turned it over, I thought that has
It's got
promise
potential.
because Barry was open, but he was being unselfish and he kicked it to Şengün, which you can't argue that was a bad play. I think that was a smart play, but he was butt naked open. He probably should have took that. There's money in that, but we have to look
more
into
Şengün, Jabari action.
Man, Şengün
Game's
and
about
anybody
to get back.
like we got to use Şengün's gravity, man. He has gravitational pull now, so we're gonna have to use that against OKC to get other guys open, and we'll see if that's an adjustment that they make coming up here in the second half. So, any other second half predictions before they break for the third quarter?
Let's get this tempo up in the third quarter, and then let's take it over after that. Tempo's got to be hot when we get in the
move the ball. Move the basketball. Let's move it. We look better when we're moving it.
Yep.
I'm with that. I'm thinking we'll probably do a post game regardless, win or lose. We'll do a post game just because I think there's gonna be takeaways regardless, one way or the other. So let's go ahead and get to this third quarter, man. If y'all want to come back for the post game, go ahead, man. But stay tuned. Appreciate everybody who's still up in here. We're gonna get back to the third quarter. If you want to come back for the post game, bring a friend with you and tell that friend to bring another friend with you. And we're gonna get cooking. Real talk. Holla at y'all post game, man.
Thank you.
All right, post game.
Yeah.